Hi everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do another reading for you guys. So we're just going to do an energy check-in today. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Hope you've been enjoying your week, or your weekend, or wherever you're at in your week. Let's see, what messages do we have for everybody who watches this? What is the message? We have time to go. So there's some sort of like extension of your journey, like you're supposed to move forward with something. There's something you need to move forward with, or something that you're looking to move forward with. Yeah, because we have round and round. Like, I feel like maybe things you've been going around in circles, or you've been doing the same things you're trying to do. You're trying to get different results, but you can't get that by doing the same thing, right? You're going to have to take a risk with something. So kind of like figure out what the next step is. We have exchanging gifts. So yeah, kind of like embracing that mystery of life, embracing kind of like that playfulness. There's some sort of transformation too. Um, this has to deal with your spiritual journey, or like the journey that you're on in this lifetime. Loyal heart, using your intuition. There could also be like a connection that's relevant to this too. Something about your heart chakra, opening your heart to this, or opening your intuition and your heart space to this. Yeah, so kind of like on your spiritual journey, you need to leave something. It's time to leave something behind, or let something go at this time. You've kind of been, going around in circles with the same things over and over again. And even though this is part of your journey, they're saying like this needs to be released, time to move on. Time to kind of like embrace the present, embrace the joy of the present and the mystery of life, and also maybe like rely on your connections, rely on your intuition and your heart. So that's beautiful. Let's see what we have from the tarot now. So, what is the message for everyone for the energy check-in today? Energy for today. And I had shuffled these cards like before the video started too. What is the message, please, for everybody? What does everyone need to hear? What is the message? We have the Two of Cups. Wow. So focusing on your connections, focusing on your relationships, focusing on your decisions in relationships, your alignment with yourself and with others. What else do we have? We have the Four of Swords. So kind of taking like a mental break, or needing a mental break, thinking a lot about like your connections and your stability within your connections. We also have the Six of Swords came out, so something about like needing to move away from something. Again, we're getting kind of a similar message to what we had with the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. Let's see, what else do we have? We have the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like you're really in a state of contemplation, really thinking about your connections. What do you want in connections? How can you be aligned within yourself, within connections? We have the Page of Wands. So yeah, kind of like you have this energy of like wanting to kind of like be impulsive and start something new, but I see you really like going within, like you're kind of you're not like being impulsive, even though you have that like desire to be impulsive. You're kind of trying to think about things and think about what you want. You could even be like writing things down, or making lists, writing in a journal, something like that. Eight of Pentacles. Focusing on work, moving away from something. But you're trying to figure out, like, you're trying to align yourself, trying to figure out how you could get all the things that you want. How can you exhibit the behavior that you want that's going to give you different results? Kind of like those cards we saw earlier. We have the Six of Cups. Yeah, because you're thinking about the past, like what has happened in the past with your relationships. You're kind of like having nostalgia about the past, but you're also like recognizing like kind of what you want and trying to figure out what you want. You're trying to draw within yourself. I see a lot of like heart space energy, like heart chakra energy coming out. So trying to figure out where you can open your heart or how you can. Page of Pentacles. There's like a younger energy, like maybe a message or reaching out to somebody. Somebody's reaching out to you, thinking about reaching out to someone, thinking about sending a message, trying to kind of like transform the energy with the message, but also wanting to take your time. We have Libra. I mean, Justice. Yeah, this is a Libra card. I don't know why I said Libra though. Justice. So wanting to make a really good ethical decision for yourself, wanting to kind of be in alignment with your values. I also see this card shows me something about mirroring. So maybe like that duality between like your darker and lighter, like your shadow side and your light side. Um, there's something being like highlighted here with that. We have the Ace of Pentacles on the back. So let's break this down a little bit more. So really what I'm seeing is like really this time of introspection. You're going within, you're trying to figure out like the best decision for yourself. You're trying to figure out how to get yourself balanced, get your head and your heart balanced. I feel like you're kind of maybe there's like some sort of boundary that you need to set here with somebody, or you're thinking about where your boundaries are. You're trying to figure out like, because I have this like Six of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles to the Justice, which kind of tells me that like you know there's something you need to walk away from, so you're trying to figure out like how you can best like implement this, because you do know that there's some sort of like something you need to cut off, because you haven't been your best self, I guess, with this. But yeah, this has to deal with your connections with others, your alignment with somebody. You're thinking about how can I get this alignment with other people? What do I need to walk away from? I feel like you're really like focusing, you're really trying to think about what kind of emotional states you need to walk away from, like what you want and what you don't. I also see you like really internalizing again, like from the past. You're trying to take your past experiences and figure out where the joy is from those past experiences. What have you liked about those past experiences? I see loyalty is important to you. You're looking for maybe some loyalty. I also see something about like your root chakra, so maybe like getting your basic needs met. Maybe how do you get your basic needs met? How do you give those things to yourself? How do you attract others who are going to help you get those basic needs met? Um, and just really going within, because I see, again, there's like this sort of impulsiveness that you want, but you're like trying to really be conscientious about it. You want to kind of get everything in a row or get everything lined up. You're waiting for the right time. There's like an element of timing here where so you're trying to, that there's some sort of transformation, but there's some sort of like solar plexus energy coming out where you are trying to figure out like how you can um, be your best self, or kind of portray your best self to the outside world. We have the Wheel of Fortune under there. Um, but you're really thinking about this, because I do feel like there's some sort of like inner child wound here. An inner child wound. This has to deal with your solar plexus chakra, like your self-confidence, your how you relate to the world, how you perceive, how others perceive you, kind of thing. And so you're trying to figure out how you can heal that. I really do see you looking to heal. Like this is all kind of like a healing energy. This is like a internal healing process that you're going through. You're also like wanting to make this decision for yourself where you're fair to yourself, where you have justice in the situation. And this is hard. I feel like the challenge comes with this inner child wound, because things are going a little bit slower. Like there's sort of like this push-pull energy where you know that you want to be impulsive. Perhaps you've been impulsive in the past, but this time you're really trying to focus on like not giving into that like impulsivity, and really trying to like heal through this, and take the time that requires. That's so beautiful. And then, yeah, trying to figure out what you need to do. What kind of boundaries do you need to set for yourself? What kind of expectations do you need to set for yourself for moving away from something that hasn't been working for you? There's an opportunity for something new to begin here. There's an opportunity for this seed to be planted here with this Ace of Pentacles. This is solar plexus chakra again. So something related to your self-confidence, related to how you feel about yourself. Universe says yes. Wheel of Fortune, universe has your back. They want to work with you on this. They think, you're doing a good job of healing and everything. So that's really beautiful. I'll clarify. I mean, this is a pretty clear message, but I'll clarify just to get like a little bit more, go a little bit deeper, another layer into that subconscious. So let's see, what else do we have here? Show me this Two of Cups, please. Four of Wands. Yeah, you want the stability, this energetic stability, this really kind of like happy, joyful energy, this family life energy, committed energy, possible like, I'm getting like spiritual connection type energy. What is this Four of Swords, please? Queen of Wands. Yeah, figuring out how to take your power back, how to be in your power, how to kind of like lead yourself. The Queen of Wands is she's like, she's gonna lead herself. She's really has that sort of like, even though she's feminine, she has that sort of like masculine, like solar energy of like with those sunflowers and the sun and everything. She's going to, so you're kind of figuring out like, where is your power right now? And there's sort of like this mystery here. It's almost like going to that shadow side to pull out the light kind of thing. What's this Six of Swords energy? The Hanged Man. Yeah, you haven't really made a decision in the past. I feel like you haven't made a decision. You've been kind of like in your feelings a little bit. And so you're like, wait, this hasn't been working for me. I need to kind of like balance this out a little better with my head and my heart, and not just be like totally in my feelings about it. So you're trying to give yourself this aha moment. Do you see like that yellow around? He's like, oh, I see, like he's having that epiphany. So you're kind of like moving away from this stagnant energy a little bit. What's this Hermit energy, please? The Seven of Wands. So yeah, you're going within because you have overcome a lot of obstacles, and I feel like this is really hard for you. This is something that's like you've really had to overcome a lot to get to this place, and you're looking for this stability. That's why you're trying to find your power. That's why you're kind of moving out of here, because you're like facing this now. You're trying to face this head on. That's awesome. What's this Page of Wands energy, please? Eight of Swords. Yeah, you feel stuck. The reason you feel stuck is because, remember, I was talking about this impulsive energy. We have this impulsive energy with this like really slow moving, really very calculated, like not like calculated, that's the wrong word, but like just making sure that everything's lined up before you act impulsively. And so that's what's kind of like got you in your head here, is you feel stuck because you're like, I want to be impulsive. That's like your go-to instinct, but you're trying to pull yourself back. You're trying to be like, well, no, I can't do this time because I want a different outcome. What's this Eight of Pentacles? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're trying to, you have a decision to make. You're trying to get yourself balanced. You're trying to, you're kind of like going back and forth. And you also kind of have this decision between love and fear. That's why you're in this, because this is new. It's scary because this is new for you. What's this Six of Cups, please? Page of Swords. Yeah, a lot of pages. So yeah, this is like a newer energy. This is like inner child energy coming out. Like you kind of know what you want, but there's sort of like this childlike energy that you're still like have this like innocence that you're holding on to, but you're also needing to learn something here. There's a lesson here for you, and that's why you have to overcome all this stuff. What's this Page of Pentacles, please? The Hierophant. Again with the lesson. So there is something you need to learn. You need to align yourself with your values, which is what you're trying to do with this Justice card. You're trying to, make this ethical decision for yourself. Make this fair decision to yourself. like don't leave yourself out of the equation, because I feel like when it's come to, these Two of Cups energy, these energies with others, maybe you've really focused on the other, and now you're trying to focus on how can I get my needs met as well. What's this Justice card, please? Oh, okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so you have this in mind where you kind of want this Ten of Pentacles energy, which is this like having it all. This is like being able to get to this place of all, but you're still kind of struggling with this slower pace of things with this Knight of Pentacles, because we also have the Page of Pentacles here too, and also like thinking about your words before you say them, because I think that's kind of why you're stuck in your head. Sometimes when you speak it's impulsive and then you say the wrong thing, and so you're trying to there's something about messages here, because I have 3 pages and I have a knight, and those all indicate messages. So there's something about like speaking to someone else about something, or trying to trying to kind of like have a conversation with somebody, having maybe more difficult conversation. We have Justice again on the back. So yeah, this new beginning is really gonna focus on how you can or how you're able to uh like balance yourself out to like make a good decision for yourself. I feel like and this is kind of like a lesson that you're learning. This is something like that you've been going through for a reason. It's not just for nothing. There's something you need to learn within this situation. And this has to deal with how you relate to yourself, how you relate to others. Like, how do you get these new beginnings? How do you get this sort of like love and commitment? I have a ton of like Venus energy on here, because I have the Hierophant, which is Taurus, which is Venus, and then I have Justice twice, which is Libra, which is also Venus. And so there's like a ton of Venus combined with this Neptune, where I feel like it's kind of like this magical thinking. Neptune is like that. It's Pisces energy, where it's like this really fantasy or romantic style thinking, romanticizing everything, rose-colored glasses kind of thing. And I feel like you're seeing that, but you're like, I don't want the fantasy anymore. I want the actual love, which is why we have the Hierophant here, because that's kind of like a grounded place. That's like learning how to love yourself, learning how to love other people. And Justice is also, that's like, how can I be fair to myself? How can I be fair here? We also have Mercury energy, a lot of Mercury energy, which is why I'm saying there's something about Mercury rules communication. So I feel like there is some sort of like communication where you're recognizing there might need to be a change with communication, or how you're communicating things. Like, how can you communicate fairly and justly? How can you communicate, with this sort of like expansive love that's not just one-sided, that's like all encompassing, like kind of like, I'm thinking like Empress energy, and so kind of like taking your power back. I feel like maybe you felt stuck in commitments or connections, but there's opportunities here. I'm seeing opportunities to start something new, to try something new. So that's why you kind of have to make this choice between love and fear with this Two of Pentacles here. You're trying to figure out, how can I get to this Hanged Man, to the Two of Pentacles? How can I get this Ten of Pentacles energy, this abundance? And you're recognizing that you're going to have to stop being as impulsive as you were before, because that's kind of been something that held you back, and that you're also going to have to, overcome some things. This is part of your learning process, your growth process. So the thing about processes too is we can't get them right the first time. That's the whole point. So it's kind of like that 1% better every day, just 1%. That's all you need. So going through this, like, I just want to be 1% better, set that intention, 1% better every day. And so then it's not quite as overwhelming when you look at it like that. It's not quite as daunting. So let's take a Message of Love card. We have Forgiveness. So I feel like this is like forgiving yourself. I forgive myself. I am forgiven. That's what it says on the little tags there. Yeah, because this is like you, I think maybe like a tendency to like beat yourself up for, being feeling stuck or being impulsive or saying the wrong thing. Um, so that's kind of like what you're going within. You're like, wait, this hasn't been working. I want something different. So you need to kind of forgive yourself, and that's kind of like releasing that so that you can move on with that. That's beautiful. Um, and then we have self-respect on the bottom. Yeah, because you're recognizing how your ability, this is like solar plexus chakra energy, you're recognizing how your ability to like see yourself as this confident, capable person gets you to this, the things that you want, gets you to this tower, this like castle with, there's hearts on it. It's like the love castle or whatever, so it's kind of like this journey of like self-love, and then also being able to like share that with others. It's like this healing journey with these stars here, and there's an opportunity for a new beginning with that crescent moon there. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. That's beautiful. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today.